out to listeners of the nation station DBS Radio. Tonight we are live at the Stardom Calypso tent, the new home at the Alliance Française de la Dominique. Tonight, virtual activities 2022. It's the third night of Stardom. We have with us tonight the man Daryl Tit. And tonight's activities, Daryl, is one that I know quite a number of our listeners will be looking out for.
Well, good evening, Cecil. Good evening to listeners of DBS Radio. And the band has started, and frontman Daddy Chess is on stage, and they're going to do, I guess, their usual warm-up number to get things going. But a packed night here tonight. I see quite a few Calypsonians. They don't have the numbers here, but we're looking at about 15 to 20 Calypsonians here this evening. It's already 9 o'clock, past 9 o'clock. So I expect to be here past midnight, as we're here at the Alliance Française de la Dominique on, I think, Emsall Road. And they're here to bring you the Stardom Calypso tent. I did not realize it was already night number 3 of the tent. So already into the tent for 3 nights now. So guys should be warmed up and ready to go this evening.
Well, as they call it tonight, the semi-Valentine edition. Tonight we are going to have some 21 Calypsonians who are going to really grace the stage and send all their voice preparing for the semi-finals on Saturday night. A big night, Daryl, where a number of these Calypsonians are going to fight because we have some beautiful Calypsos this year. Compliments the writers, the arrangers, composers. And tonight at the Stardom tent, we are going to witness some 21 Calypsonians. And I'm sure that Stardom tent, Swinging Stars will be the backup band for the semi-finals. For a number of years they have been doing that, and I'm sure it will be a good practice for those guys who are part of the Stardom tent.
Well, the Swinging Stars band, who has been around for over 60 years, Swinging Stars is synonymous with Calypso. You talk about Calypso, you talk about Swinging Stars. But are those reduced numbers tonight with the Swinging Stars band?
For sure they are reduced numbers. You have only 2 hornmen, one backup singer, and you have just
but that's not a backup singer, Cecil.
No, backup singer right there, the first spot. And percussionist in young Peter Later, bassman, and guitarist. So yes, I don't want to call it a combo, but it's a smaller version of the band.
I hope that we have the full band on Saturday for the semi-finals.
Well, I would like to believe that myself, based on the quality here tonight, the possibility that they may have just what they have here tonight, because we know at the eliminations, most times they don't even use the entire band. There is a smaller combo that they would normally do to ensure that the Calypsonians go to the next round.
Well, we'll see what goes, but we have a packed list for you this evening. We begin with the newcomer Shanice Langford. She's singing a song, Sister to Sister.
And then we have Black Diamond, who will be singing the Cobos Corporation.
Then Tasha P, Frenny Remedy.
And then we have Mighty Obi singing Lenny Woy.
Triumph is at number 5. He's singing All Win.
And then we have then the healer Fire singing Cast No Stone.
Oracle Jerry Lloyd, he's singing something called Why Ya Ya.
Checker Cecil Burnett singing Love Is All We Need.
Explosion Joey Lloyd, Layu Bridge.
And we have the intruder Wilfred Petty singing Creole Speaking.
Mika Cognet, who is a newcomer this year, who is going through to the semi-finals. She is singing something called Hostage.
And then we have Inciter Heston Prosper singing Mango Coco Beef. We're going to get ourselves ready almost for the national anthem.
Yes.
The Swinging Stars band has just done the one number to really get the feel of what they are supposed to be preparing for. And we have the backup singers who are really preparing for the national anthem, as we saw on the official rendition paper that we have the national anthem by the Swinging Stars.
Well, let's wait to see. Good evening, Marsha. But Cecil, the Swinging Stars, I would like to see the setup. The setup for Saturday. Is the semifinals taking place at the what was formerly the Evergreen Hotel?
Yes.
So I look forward to see the setup on Saturday, this virtual competition that is going to take place.
And if what we saw on the night of the elimination in terms of the decor, I can imagine the semifinals will be bigger, and we need to complement the production team for the Calypso Association.
Indeed. But there you still have the Genius this evening, New Pape,
Observer singing No Time for Country,
Sour, Charles Isaac, 2 Steps Higher,
Mystery singing Coco for Sale,
Ridge, Pooh C,
and we have Mighty D singing We Boy,
Caressia singing Tit Fall Out, and JD will wrap it up with Want Their Calypso. But the Black Diamond has been introduced, so we already see a change in the order. Black Diamond introduced, and Cecily will tell me later why these chairs are here. They are virtually empty, but Black Diamond is on stage.
Let's go. Let's go. One more time. One more time. Now give me. Big up to Daryl Tit one time. I am involved in the reconstruction. My boss is a man on a mission. Through his hard work, he made so much money that he felt the urge to help the needy. Caring for the poor, the sick and the elderly. Trying very hard to please everybody. Some of you may not agree with me. He wasn't doing too badly. But anytime you have your own success story, bet your life you're bound to make enemies. And when the pressure comes from the bend, you know you can always count on old friends. So to make sure his business moved on, we call them up one by one and build this institution I call the Cobos Corporation. Give me! Dylan, Elias, I see you. Give me! Get it. Enemies and friends, now the best friends. Friends and enemies, yet they're still friends. Eating the same plate is no problem. That's the constitution of the Cobos system. Members have to learn to agree to disagree, and they must display a semblance of unity. No morality, do as you please. No respect and no self-boundaries. But anytime you have your own success story and you mark entire property, it only takes one lesson to comprehend. Why they say a dog is a man's best friend? It seems that there's a new position for who's his favorite girl in the song. Just know my boss man go hold it down. It's the Cobos Corporation. Give me! Sounding nice. Aha! Is everybody alright? have all of us working together. A real madman, and it shows most certainly that he had studied psychology. Like one family, with everybody playing their role. Loyalty counts, so remember who's in control. A new lesson for our schools, who have the goal to make the rules. But anytime you have your own success story, and there's allegations reportedly that there is a problem among the men, fighting over who should be whose best friend. What seemed like a harem apparently should be a den of iniquity, and it make us some confusion in the Cobos Corporation. Give me! Bill and Jay. Aha! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Daryl, this one, I want to tell people it is Corebuss, so that we won't get ourselves confused when we hear the word Cobos.
Well, it's two words. It's core boss.
And it's
okay?
C-O-R, core.
Yes. But Cecil, this the melody on this song. I just love the melody on the song. The lyrics I have not probably fully grasped yet, but the melody of this song is just wonderful, man. I like the arrangement. He presents it
And the
very
delivery
well.
of this one,
You know. But I like the melody. I really like the melody.
You know, it's really just telling you that when you are the head, you know, a lot of things are going to happen around you. And so you can build that Cobos corporation where you can get people to work together, where enemies can come together and work with each other.
Let's hope that's what he's saying.
Strong one for the semifinals.
Well, I think he should probably go through to the finals. I'm just it happens on the night of the show.
This one was written by
who?
This one was written by his father and himself. His father said that he did most of the lyrical contents of it, but he took it and added a number of other lines to really make it what he wanted to be.
All right, well, that's good. But as I have said before, this guy should have been a Calypso monarch already. He should have been a Calypso monarch already.
Yes.
And I'm not too sure what is holding him back.
Well, we have Tasha P, Friendly Enemy.
Frenemy.
Stop the hating, the backbiting. Stop it. Huh. In life, we all have plenty frenemies, close friends who are our greatest enemies. They laugh with you, but true intention is in disguise. When your back is turned, you feel the daggers and hear their lies. Hey! They will screw your image and principle. They will screw your motives for spite. They will make you look like a real devil, even you doing everything right. Don't confront them like Judas, they will deny. Do not touch them, do wrong don't make a right. Don't badmouth them, don't stoop to their level. From now, hear what we go do with these people. Hey! We go push them on the road to success. We go hit them with press, we shall the best. We go beat them at their game of skill. And we go kill them with kindness too. We go fight against hate and jealousy. Wipe out all the animosity. Stomp them with soft and gentle souls. And then from there, Jah will take control. Hey, 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 boy. See daddy boy. Stop the hating, the backbiting. Stop stop it, stop it. Listen well. It is said, misery loves company. Beware of some struggling more than we. When you give a hand, ensure your arm cut stronger. Instead of climbing up, there will be fighting to pull you down. Hey! They count the losses like each decade. They say that it's so right. And when they ask you how is life, they like to hear things tight. Don't mind them, your kababoos when you try. Stay calm if they shake the ladder when you climb. Do not touch them if they trip you on your way. Merci, yo tell them well they'll tell me. Hey! We gon' push them on the road to success. We gon' hit them with friends, we shall the best. We gon' beat them and their game on skew. And we gon' kill them with kindness too. We go fight against hate and jealousy. Wipe out all the animosity. Stop them with love and gentle stones. And then from there, Jah will take control. Hey, 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 see that he was. See that he was. Stop the hating, the backbiting. Stop it, stop it. Hey. Anytime you have a hatred and envy, you are your greatest enemy. What happiness, careful what you do, cause all the mal you do to others will fall back on you. Hey! Everyone will see you for what you are. You can't hide deception for years. When all you do is lament others, it reflects your character and not theirs. Cause that lying will weigh on your mind and soul. Backbiting will make your face wax and cold. All the hating will keep you on your way. Let's see, you tell them well they'll tell me. Hey! We gon' put them on the road to success. We gon' beat them with pride, we shall the best. We gon' hit them as their game of skew. And we gon' kill them with kindness too. We go fight against hate and jealousy. Wipe out all the animosity. Stop them with love and gentle souls. And then from there, Jah will take control. Hey, 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 whoa. See that he was. Stop the hating, the backbiting. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
See what I told you? She leaves everything on the stage. All the
Yes, darling, this one like the one of Bob Marley with cap feet in California. Legendary. Big one, big one, big one.
Well, this is practice, Cecil.
Yes.
People are coming here to practice for Saturday. This is not a 10. This is a practice show to get ready for Saturday. Because so far what I've seen, guys are putting on a competition style performance.
And not only that, darling, no one is here, as we said, virtual. And for the way that Tasha P tonight performed this one, it's amazing. You swear that there are about 500 people who applaud her.
Yes, she played like she was playing to the audience.
Elegantly dressed,
Yes,
you know.
dressed, fitting for her performance. She moved on the stage. She interacted with the chairs which are here, and she really put on a good show this evening.
And I like the conclusion of her song, you know, when she came to the end. And the Singers Band seems that they have this one and glue, you know. The playlist like, you know, Tasha P was already singing in New York, you know, like a soca piece. It was really powerful tonight, just seeing her and the way that she was able to perform. And if she does that on Saturday nights. Once there's points for presentation, she's going to get a hoop.
Well, I'm wondering why Tasha P sang so early. I wonder if she has to leave earlier. But I think this song would do well later on in the evening, as well as even Black Diamond.
Yes.
But I guess, again, probably it's practice to make perfect ahead of Saturday.
The next calypsonian will be Mighty Omi, Lenny Woy.
Lenny Woy.
That's another-
Terwin Kazimi is his name. He hails from the community of Biosh. And we must find out one of these days who's the guy who's always assisted him.
Yes.
Always, from the time I've seen Omi enter the Calypso world, there is a very, he has someone who's assisting him to go on and off the stage. Always there in the background helping out. And it's his brother, it's a friend.
Well, let's go on stage for the Mighty Omi.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Love you. Ready again. Sure. Now, woman, on the radio wanting to know why they can't be brother. Find them out, matter why they give all the bombs when all the money gone. They gave to him willingly. He should learn to give somebody that will never happen, that they will never see. Put them one shame on it, put them twice shame on it. When money done after not giving none, he'll come with his every friend, taking the government to court again. Anyway, what you do with the money? Anyway, tell us about everything. What about transparency? Accountability? Master of integrity, in your body was to be. Tell me what you do with people money. Lenny, what you doing for the money? Big guy. Sure. Day. Lenny on the radio putting on a show. When it comes to dollars, he man so clever. They say such a gun, using supporters as spawn. All the money collecting, sponsor somebody or something. That will never happen, that they will never see. Put them one shame on him, put them twice shame on him. When money done went to pay for his tongue, called to donate to his campaign, to pay for his lawyers again. Lenny boy, what you do with the money? Lenny boy, tell us about every penny. What about transparency?
That's not for you.
Accountability.
That's not for you.
Master of integrity, did you buy that big doggy? Tell me what you do with the people money. Lenny, it's time to throw away all the money. Did I? Sure. Did I day? A self-righteous partner, holier than thou. Vocal about missing million. Did he say his opinion? What they try undercover? Humanitarian dollars. Did he do that already? And kept all the money that may well have happened, but they'll never see. Put them one shame on it, put them twice shame on it. When bunch of dry money got wings and fly, he'll come with crop with ideas and more lies. Lenny boy, what you do with the money? Lenny boy, tell us about every penny. What about transparency?
That's not for you.
Accountability.
That's not for you.
Master of integrity. Did you pay mortgage completely? Tell me what you do with the people money. Lenny, is that you do with all the money? Did I? Sure. Did You self-centered fella, come tell the truth. Come clear the matter, not the time to be mute. You go all out for Joxy because you hear you got money. What you really stand for? Would you ever help the poor? That will never happen, that they will never see. Put them one, shame on him. Put them twice, shame on him. Now he expose and his true color shows. He'll come back in again. He don't care and he have no shame. Lenny boy, what you do with the money? Lenny boy, tell us about every penny. What about transparency?
That's not for you.
Accountability.
That's not for you.
Master of integrity, you like too much luxury. Tell me what you do with the people money. Lenny, it's not to do with all the money. Did I? Sure. Did-a-dee-da-doy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I love you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, that was the Mighty Omi.
Mighty Omi singing Lenny Hoy, another one for the semi-finals this year. Daryl?
Lenny Woy, Omi hails from the community of Biosh. He is visually impaired, and I keep wondering, how on earth is this song in the reserves going into the Calypso semi-finals? You had to choose 15 people on the night of the eliminations, and you're telling me this song was not part of the 15, Cecil? I am shocked.
Sometimes I question the judges. You know, although it has been said that the judges'
their decision is final.
pens are final.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes, you know, we ask ourselves whether we are in the same show with the judges sometimes. But, you know, they have the criteria, and by virtue of the criteria, they determine what's next better for them.
Well, but I think he's in because of a number of people from last year not taking part.
Yes.
But the Triumph has been introduced. He's singing something called All Win.
Okay, boys, Triumph 2022. Woe unto a nation who never respect and preserve its culture. Wanting to showcase talent for all the visitors, naming things of the politician, stadium sportsmen and civil servant. What about the cultural stalwarts that put this nation right on top? Because we'll all lose if we don't promote our cultural elders. Yes, we'll all go to a way Queen Sava and Queen Victoria. Yes, we'll all lose. Generation will be lost for sure. So let's all win. Our house we change it to all win. Okay, boy. People who have done lesser, we build buildings up to their fame. What about House of Culture? Cause the Arawak have no name. We know the Kalina go brave to defend we. And we know the chief's identity. Now that the house renovating, I suggesting a rechristening. Because we'll all lose if we don't promote our cultural elders. Yes, we'll all lose to away with Windsor and Queen Victoria. Yes, we'll all lose. Generation will be lost for sure. So let's all win. Our house we changing to all win. Okay, boy. Alvin design of flag, the nation's greatest symbol, ruler in I ruler the play, money Miss Millie, and many more. UNESCO chief advisor, the first cultural chief songwriter, painter, and artist. That's why his name stand out like this. Because we'll all lose if we don't promote our cultural elders. Yes, we'll all lose to away with Windsor and Queen Victoria. Yes, we'll all lose. Generation will be lost for sure. So let's all win. Our cause we changing to all win. Okay, boy. Big one Ophelia. Not even the late Joe up to now they can't find a place to immortalize the memory. The maroon of the sun would have found no name. Nancy Paul and Steve worthy of mention. Now that the ever-ending renovation, I suggest all we name will be positioned. Because we'll all lose if we don't promote our cultural elders. Yes, we'll all lose to away with Windsor and Queen Victoria. Yes, we'll all lose. Generation will be lost for sure. So let's all win. Our house we changing to all win. Okay, boy. As a stalwart, cultural stalwart, something. Yes, I. Put somewhere. Put them in a place. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Thank you.
The Triumph, Steve Williams, a retired police officer. He's singing something called All Win, and not All Win as in A-L-W-I-N, but it's A-L-L-W-Y-N. And he's singing, and to sum it up in one sentence, name the Arawak House of Culture after Alwyn Bully.
Very good concept of a song, and I like the fact that he could send that message not only for Alwyn, but for many other icons, cultural icons.
He mentioned Chubby and a couple others, so he was saying recognize the cultural icons. You recognize what they call it, sports persons and what have you. Recognize the cultural icons as well.
All right, and I hope that the Ministry of Agriculture could maybe even take that idea on board, But
well,
the next Calypsonian,
the Arawak House of Culture is under some renovation, has been for some time now. So let's see what happens when it is completed.
Well, the next Calypsonian is the Healer, singing Cast No Stone. That is one that I really love.
Yes, I like it as well.
Yeah, he carries it well, presents it well. He's a good singer by
Yes, he can sing. He's one of the better singers in competition. And he's singing one written by
got the most attention in school. 'cause teachers try to make me a fool, telling me this run away with who, and cow, how it jump over God moon. I see it happen also in politics and calypso, but I don't make the mistake and swallow what is fake. To win is an obsession, or a crown or an election. Man engaged enough deception. In the game of politics, fellas will never admit all the wrongs they commit. In calypso I see artists with no integrity, playing judge and jury. Any man can win election victory. Any man can win the calypso monarchy. Any man can be king and sit on a throne. But any man who has sinned should cast no stone. No stone. Politicians and calypsonians, not friends, but they on the same mission. Two arenas, one competition. Victory is the only consideration. Calypso fails to expose what is under its nose. Government, we target and we guilty of the same habit. On the political platform, allegations lying wrong. Man preaching right, but practice wrong. In the game of politics, fellas will never admit all the wrongs they commit. In calypso I see artists with no integrity, playing judge and jury. Any man can win election victory. Any man can win the calypso monarchy. Any man can be king and sit on a throne. But any man who has sinned should cast no stone. No stone. Dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whoa. Na 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 na. In calypso, politicians we attack. It's like pot calling the kettle black. If we start to use polygraph tests, enough man would be out of the contest. In the arena of politics, we would find the hypocrites, them without integrity, vying to represent we. In politics we telling lies, in calypso we criticize. Let's remove the thirst from we eyes. In the game of politics, fellas will never admit all the wrongs they commit. In calypso I see artists with no integrity, playing judge and jury. Any man can win election victory. Any man can win the calypso monarchy. Any man can be king and will sit on a throne. But any man no stone. I say no stone. Dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The Healer, Firelander there singing Cast No Stone. Very powerful one. And I think that's a song crafted to suit his rendition style and his performance style. Very, very thought-provoking song.
And that's what we consider when we speak about compatibility, Daryl. A serious message, beautiful words, well written, structure, coherence, narrative. In lyrics tonight, there you can really see that Firelander, the Healer, has really grown.
It's an analytical comparison of calypsonians and politicians.
Yes,
And
it is.
Yes, so it's very, very, very thought-provoking.
Started by talking about he got so many detentions, did bad things at school. You teach me to do good, but you're doing bad. Really a good
Basically,
one.
I got from the start saying he was not one to cast stones.
Right.
He put himself in and out of the equation right then and there. Look, I have had these things, but I am not the one to cast stones. But neither are you.
Normally we say cast the first stone.
Yeah.
But he's saying to you, I am not the one to cast the first stone.
So?
The next one we will be hearing from the Oracle. Why?
Jerry Lloyd. Why?
Lord have mercy, why? Licky power. Aye. Licky. Lord have mercy, why? Thank you. They provoke she, say she exposing she body. Oh, why? Obviously, she didn't take it so kindly. Oh, why? Pulling she boom boom, stretch out she hand to the detriment of Dominican. Oh, for the sorrow of this embittered woman. Without consolation, she went around the country, desperate for someone to console she. In the pain of provocation, appealing to everyone through a tantrum in this land of epic proportions, crying for all the provocation through the years, and all who in mockery shed crocodile tears for the wickedness done here every day, and advantage taken of Mali way. One thing to her that is really strange, it seems some Dominicans will never change. For those who fighting to live like kings, while so many poor people suffering, and exploitation is a big thing. And for she cry, more Dominicans lose and die. Oh, why? Oh, God, Lord have mercy, why? Whoa, licky power, Lord have mercy, uh-huh. Aye. Licky, bow. Lord have mercy, whoa. Uh-huh. So much mercy in the midst of the carnage. Oh, God. Oh, God. In her sorrow, while she caused so much damage. Oh, why? kept on crying through the day. Water running everywhere. Houses and lands washed down to the sea. Feeling so alone, she started to pelt stones. And for all who were funny, she made whips from the trees. Then she turned and she bowed she head. That's why plenty more not dead, displaced from their property. But alive you see, she crying for all those who fighting for property. They neglecting their family. Foundation stay and plenty sauce. That's so many people practicing today. One thing to her that is really strange. It seems some Dominicans will never change. For those who kill and hide so none will know. And the money trail to keep it so. But time will really let it show. Cause much cry, more Dominicans lose and tire. Why I oh God, Lord have mercy, why why? Lick it over. Lord have mercy, why? Lick it, go. Lord have mercy, why? What's the lesson from this time of agony? Oh God! Oh God! Listen! We should really try to fix up the country. Oh why? Put bad attitudes away. Come together, love today. Too many things dividing this country. Work for the people. Personal pursuits to decide. Humility. No time for haughtiness or pride. Cause she got some family looking down on us, you see. And should we refuse to change, she'll send them again crying. This time the tears will overflow. Cause by now we already know the kind of attitudes we tend to show. Cause the shedding of these tears below. One thing to her that is really strange. It seems some Dominicans will never change. Lord have mercy in recovery from this crucial plight. Let us change our way and do things right. Come together now and cease the fight. Cause much cry, more Dominicans lose and die. Why oh God, Lord have mercy, why oh.
From the Oracle, this one, YII, and
that was the Oracle with YII. Anyways, Lloyd.
well, we are live at the Alias Forces Stardom Calypso tent, night 3. Daryl, we just heard from the Oracle, actually giving us this one, YII. Last night we were able to discuss about this one and how deep it is.
Yes, it is a song. You have to think a lot about the lyrics, a thought-provoking song. I don't think I've grasped all the lyrics myself. I have started paying more attention because of the conversation we had last night. But this is the style of Jerry Lloyd. He comes with these thought-provoking songs which plays on your morality. Okay? Your moral
Last year he had one almost similar, But this year we can see that he's a bit slower than what he did last year.
He's slower than what he did last year. He has sang songs like that before. He sang a song some years ago called
Water.
Yes, Water.
Yeah.
You know, so he's known as a gospel artist first and foremost. So entering the calypso, he has not sought he has sought to bring his message into calypso. That is my thoughts of Gerald.
What I like about him is that he's not vulgar, you know, keeping to the whole aspect of his gospel. He comes on stage, give you some deep message, and then make you think deeper than when he came on stage.
Indeed. Next is Checker, Cecil Burnett. Love is all we need. And Checker must be in this business for close to 40 years now.
For sure.
He has won one crown, and that is the Stardom Monarch of the 10. And he has made the finals on a number of occasions. He has placed, I think, third runner-up or second runner-up on some occasion. And he's the gentleman of Calypso.
I would say that it's you.
Yeah, never ever been in any controversy.
Last night I had a dream of what this world needs to survive. Listen carefully. The vision said to me, go tell everybody. You can look to the east and to the west, still you won't find your treasure chest. You won't find it. No, you won't find it. Look to the north, look to the south. We just playing cat and mouse. We won't find it. No, we won't find it. What we need is a reunion of heart and soul. Be you man or girl. Put away all selfishness and hate before it's too late. To the bottle, lock your gates. Cause all we need is, what we need is love. Then you and me will live in harmony, and politics of greed can make we enemies. No, no. Di-da-day, di-da-day-day. Ahaya. Di-da-day, di-da-day-day. There is no right or there is no wrong. Once you have the right lawyer, you can get away with murder. We get a big scare from the pandemic, but still some just can't get it. More people have is more they want, while some others on this front, they can't find it. No, they can't find it. Sick and dying, they still won't change. Searching for personal gain, they can't find it. No, they can't find it. Democracy, now democracy. Conspiracy after conspiracy. Empathy has gone out through the door. It's sad but true. We in 2022. People, all we need is, what we need is love. Then you and me will live in harmony, and politics of hate can make we enemies. No, 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 no. Di-da-day, di-da-day-day. Ahaya. Di-da-day. Well, all is not lost, so we can change course. If we mend our hearts and make a fresh start, pull up we should sleep. Shoulders to the wheel, we surely can achieve. Man fly to the moon and go to Mars. To live down here, we make it hard, we won't find it. No, we won't find it.
Your head can rest on your pillow, searching for what you self don't know. You won't find it. No, you won't find it. What we need is to join hands. Forget every color, creed or clan. Make the creator, the center, the master plan. The only vaccine to make we hands pure and clean. People, all we need is what we need is love. Then you and me will live in harmony, and politics of greed can make we enemies. No, no. Yes, you and me will live in harmony, and politics of greed can make we enemies. No, no. Yes, you and me will live in harmony, and politics of hate can make we enemies. No, no. Yes, you and me will live in harmony, and politics of greed can make we enemies. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Cecil Burnett, the checker, there, singing one called Love is All We Need. Love is all we need. And the checker, in his usual style, coming here and performing, and he sings these songs. Never a controversial fella, always singing songs preaching unity and peace and morality. And that is what Checker does. And I know some people out there who would want Checker to win a Calypso crown one day. People love Checker. He's a Calypsonian. He comes and he does his things, never engage in controversy. And he'd really like some people out there would like to see Checker win a Calypso crown one day. Get the material to win a crown.
And many times, you know, Checker's had some good writers. Tim Jura was one of his writers for sure. And we have seen Checker come in many a times to give country information, country development, speaking about how we can live together. I remember one year he sang about Thomas Kentish, you know. But normally he comes in here and give us messages that talks about love, coming together, unity.
Only 1 year I remember Checker going out of his usual thing, and he sang a song where he was threatening to jump up the ministry.
Oh yes. I think that year we were wondering what was going wrong with Checker.
What happened to Checker? He was singing a song that he was going to jump off the ministerial building if the carnival hours were not extended.
Well, we see some extempo there between Maja and...
Well, not extempo, but a cappella.
Oh, a cappella. Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Well...
Let's take a little bit. Let's take a little bit on stage.
Let's take some of what's going on.
Wash my sin away, and it wasn't me who ordered the ministry to give me forgiveness right away. Is you that say she too young? You know she likes soft drink, she can't do strong. That is what you think 7 years now to do, and they never tell you she was taking the wine from the bastard too. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you.
Joey Lloyd and Maja Jeffers.
Yes.
Rolling back the years to a big one from Joey Lloyd. I think that was
in an a cappella style.
Yes, the year Black Diamond sang Pit Toilet.
Pit Toilet.
Many people said he should have had that one and then should have left back Pit Toilet.
Let's go now on stage.
All who want to run Dominica must maintain the road infrastructure from east to west and north of the country. Lion Bridge is the gateway to the city. So all who think that being in charge was so nice, realize it's taking dedication and sacrifice. Never thought that it would turn out so. It would have a time you would want to go. But I can feel it all around me. Something happened in my country. With all them prayers that mommy sent up there. I thought by now what that burden would be clear. Well, I used to think we were heaven bound and nothing could ever go wrong. But no sheriff say that he live in tongue. I say Lion Bridge is falling down. Hey! Landy ain't and day, mama yo. Hey! Dindi landy and day. To help maintain a strong economy, we build road access throughout the country, but fail to rescue the private sector and train the middle class to help the poor. But when the local hotel sector met its demise, I stopped believing that we were living in paradise. Not even in my dreams could I foresee that we could lose Ross University. Man, I can feel it all around me. Something's happening in my country. With all them pretty warriors sent up there. I thought by now a new med school would be here. And the promises coming one by one, while Dominicans still holding on. But sheriff say that he live in tongue. I say Lion Bridge is falling down. Hey! Landy ain't and day, mama yo. Dindi landy and day. Bridge done fall in the river, but maybe we can build it back better. I hope the contracts went up for tender and the was fair. We need to provide more jobs for the local man. Stop giving local business too much competition. We need to remove our country from the culture of dependency. But I can feel it all around me. Something's happening in my country. With all them pressure people put up there. I hope the famous airport will get here. But the promise is, again one by one, man, they're holding on. But no sheriff say that he live in town. I say Lion Bridge is falling down. Hey! 98, 90. Dindi landy and dandy. Respect the finger of democracy. Go burn the bridge that gave you victory. I know everybody have their pride, but you have to put all that aside. When you doing politics, you must count the cost. Not because you ran the race and never lost. You think you can ascend easily to the seat of the presidency, but I can feel it all around me. Something's happening in my country with all them pretty voters sent up there. I can't believe the story that I hear. Well, school children say a certain madam was in Roseau sharing expired ham. That a sheriff say that he live in town. I say, lie you bridge, it's falling down. Hey! Bloody eye. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Returning to the big stage was very good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Daryl, this one tonight, I did not feel the man explosion. He did not explode tonight. I realized he had one or two glitches while he was doing the presentation of his song tonight. I'm not so sure it was caused because of excitement.
Well, again, it's not competition night, but I know he missed a few lines. There. But it may have just been some nerves, and he will get it good when he goes to the semi-finals on Saturday. When he goes to the semi-finals, he'll get it good.
I know the last year, I can't remember the year itself, but the last year that he sang at the finals, he forgot one or two lines.
That
can create butterflies in your stomach.
Well,
if you do that tonight, you're trying to wonder whether or not that is going to happen to you on Saturday night. Because if you are to forget that line here now, it means that you may not know the line at all.
He may have just left it out, as part of his performance, probably to throw off the other competitors. Who knows? Strategy.
Well, he's an experienced Calypsonian, so that could be,
He thinks of himself as a master lyricist. He thinks that's where he's strong, his lyrics. But again, the competition is not just about lyrics. You have to go out there and perform.
Well, that's important, Daryl, that you have to write your own songs. And by virtue of that, he can put words if he so wishes, if that happens.
If you miss one, you can just add something in there.
Right.
I know people like Scrunter and Caressa Hunter have been able to do that successfully over the years. But again, it is not competition tonight. It is the Stardom 10th, night number 3. And the competition is on Saturday. And that is the only time he will be judged, is what he does on Saturday. So he could have missed all the lines he wanted this evening. Let's see what happens on Saturday.
So far, we have heard from Black Diamond, Tasha P, Mighty Omi, Triumph, The Healer, Oracle, Checker, and we just heard Explosion.
Yes, and Cecil, it seems everybody on tonight is on the semi-final stage on Saturday.
Yes, that's correct. And if you realize tonight at the Stardom 10, they're having something called semi-Valentines, and everyone is coming in something red.
Well, I should have known that, But the intruder to come, Mika, is up after that. Inciter, Genius, Observer, Sour, Mystery, Rage, Caressa, Mighty D, and JD still to come this evening.
So the 21 Calypso, and all of them are into the semi-finals on Saturday.
Yes, and the intruder.
Now the intruder singing for us tonight.
Creole speaking.
I am a taxi driver by profession. That's what I do to earn a living. Rain, sun, lightning, and hurricane. I have my family I must maintain. One day this white Englishman said to me, if I would like to make some extra money, he wants me to teach him Creole, he needs to understand. So when he returns to London, we can converse with Lucians and Dominicans. Boy, how would you say that lady have a big bottom? Madame Salani or Govonda? How would you say, I want to suck your coconut? Well, yes, you say coco. Tell me how to say, I want to wine on your bottom. Ule asubondao. How would you say, I come in fast, fast, fast. Why come in, Oi, way of speaking, so interesting. Way of speaking, captivating. Way of speaking, I'm wondering if I should leave taxi in and just teach way of speaking. Oi, pampa de dai, pampa de dai, pampa de dai. More clients keep on coming, money I making. The Creole speaking, they say interesting. Black, white, Chinese and Hispanic. The Creole patois, they say is unique. But this Yankee man keep telling me his story. Lucians and Dominicans making fun of him. One more week I have in your country, bear with me. So when I return to my homeland, I will be able to take part in the conversation. Boy, how would you say the month's not yet end? Voila, il faut encore un bout. How would you say, pay me and vex with me? Payez-moi et fâchez avec moi. Tell me how to say something smelling like saltfish. En bagaille qu'a senti comme la oui. How would you say your coconut water sweet, sweet, sweet? Your cocoa do. Boy, way of speaking, so interesting. Way of speaking, captivating. Way of speaking, if I should leave taxi in and just really on speaking. Boy, pampa de dai, pampa de dai, pampa de dai, pam pam pa da 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 day, pampa de dai. Things start to get hot, words I could not explain. Trying to WhatsApp so I could maintain. Words like prostate and ejaculate. I am getting problems to translate. You want Emilia, ask her to call me. I've got a wording problem, she need to explain to me. Words like female sector and bombastic. Break them down for me, my students, depending on me. Boy, how would you say that lady have a black cat? Madame Salani or Chatouet? How would you say my neighbor have two nice bobbies? Voisin young one need the belted. How would you say like Octobus? Why me manger chatou? How would you say your coconut water sweet, sweet, sweet? Your cocoa do. Boy, way of speaking, so interesting. Way of speaking, captivating. Way of speaking, I'm wondering if I should leave taxi and just keep way of speaking. Boy, I intruded. Bonsoir.
Daryl, how would you say my coconut sweet?
What?
How would you say my coconut sweet?
My coconut sweet?
Yeah.
Coco Mwedu?
Oh boy, Daryl, I can tell you this one going down into the history books, saying how sweet the Creole language is, So many
Is
times
that what this song is saying?
Well, I'm getting from him saying to me that the Creole language, outside of the fact that a white man came to ask him to help, or to ask him to help him to translate or to speak Creole, and he chose those lines to teach the French or the Englishman, says a lot about the Creole language to speak to St. Lucians and Dominicans in England. So really and truly, Daryl, I just love this one, especially using the Creole language.
Well, Mika is being introduced, a newcomer. She's singing something called Hostage.
My love, my home, this is my country. I want to believe this, but this slogan belies me. I met this female vagrant on the streets of Broso. She says, sing, sister, Ruth, sing, 'cause only who feels it knows. I was once a working woman just like you, paying my taxes and leaving things and two. But something in my life went wrong, steered me away from my mission. Now I'm a hostage. No support from family, living here in poverty. Hostage. Can never finish pay my loan, my house I will never own. Hostage. Send my child to study, can't meet fees at UE. Hostage. On my back I have to lie, the only way I can survive. Hostage. I forever in quarantine. My life is a never-ending vaccine. To survive, one got to be strong. Don't turn your head at me and frown. I'm just a hostage. Boy, boy, boy. Hostage, hostage. I see my friends come and go, every reunion. I had to duck all of them, just look at my condition. Everybody dressed up and gone to Creole Fest. But to carry this 2x4, I'm taking my rest. 2 decades ago, when I was young, I had a future, now it seems so long. A man I loved with all my heart met me with 2, gave me 4 and 5. Now I'm a hostage. No support from family, living here in poverty. Hostage. Can never finish pay my loan, my house I will never own. Hostage. Send my child to study, can't meet fees at UE. Hostage. On my back I have to lie, the only way I can survive. Hostage. I forever in quarantine. My life is a never-ending vaccine. I'm a victim of sexploitation of DBS men who pack up and run, leaving me hostage. Boy, boy, boy. Hostage, hostage. When someone puts a gun to your head, obey every command, or you shall
gun that I face as an economic trigger. It's either I bend or I break, or bow to the pressure. Someone tell me, dress all in red, my ministry steps, come go and beg. Don't know if it's right, but something in my head saying take your chance in the streets instead. I'll remain hostage. No support from family, living here in poverty. Hostage. Can never finish pay my loan, my house I will never own. Hostage. Send my child to study, can't meet fees at UE. Hostage. On my back I have to lie, the only way I can survive. Hostage. I forever in quarantine. My life is a never-ending vaccine. I may have a gun to my head, but tired of begging just to eat some bread. I'll remain hostage. Boy, boy, boy. Hostage, hostage.
Well, Daryl, another big one for the year 2022, Hostage by Mika. I wish that her father was alive today to really see her. He would have been proud. Glenn Cognet.
Yes, Mika, a member of the Leo Club of Dominica. I think she's part of the executive of the Leo Club. So is Shanice. Shanice is also a member of the Leo Club of Dominica. And making a big first impression, a very big first impression there. Something called Hostage. I have one issue with the song is the never-ending vaccine line. I don't think it is portraying what it is intended to portray.
I think it is portraying, Daryl, if I'm listening to the song attentively, it talks about the economy. That the vaccine, the economy is so hard on her. That is an everlasting hard time. Basically, that's what I'm getting.
The vaccine is not a hard time.
Well, that's all. What she's talking about, she's talking about the whole economy and the hostage.
If you're saying you're hostage, a vaccine is a good thing.
Yes.
So if your life is a never-ending vaccine, it means your life is good.
Well, I am sure from what I'm getting from it is saying that the vaccine, because it is good, is a forever lasting economic pressure on her.
Well,
and that's how I look at it, you know.
Well, a vaccine is a good thing, and if you're saying you're hostage, things so bad, and then you're saying your life is a never-ending vaccine, it means I don't know.
But she did a very good appearance tonight, preparing for the Saturday night for the semi-finals. She did
I like how confident she is. Let's go on stage for Henson Prosper, the Inciter.
Go back. Meow, 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 and a bow, wow, wow. And now we go. Yo. My good friend so called Emily, come to me, tell me privately. Whoa, well, she want me to climb she mango tree, to big mango cocoa back for she. I say you should do tall and slimy. I have to use my cocoa, my cali. As I put the cali inside the guap, I was surprised when I was to the club. She said, let's do it how you want. Put the cali in the front. Mango cocoa back so sweet, oh darling. An exotic food to eat. Sivet, matite, mukebete, pukaba, reimi, biblitos, mago, coco, bengeban. You can suck it in so nice. Once you taste, you'll want it twice. You are my only heart desire, darling. When you set my soul on fire. Oh, come, baby, come, baby, come, baby, come. Suck, baby, suck till you succeed.
yo, wee! Meow, meow, and a bow, wow, wow. Let me go. Wait, 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 wait. There's a lot of varieties. Mango long and mango julie. Oh, I can bring it to you. Mango bear, mango liquor, and la poame. I just an imported mango gun. It can't compare with our local one. It's traditional to go for mango, but none of them mango sweet like you go. He says, do it all you want. Pussy body in the front. Mango cocoa beef so sweet, oh darling, but you get me so rough it. You see Yvette, my DJ, who gave me the bookaba, lay me, needles, mango cocoa beef. You can suck it so nice. Once you taste it, want it twice. You are my only heart desire, darling, but you set my soul on fire. Oh, come baby, come baby, come baby, come. Suck baby, suck baby, suck me, you succeed. Ayo, whee! And there we go. Blow me. Like mango chewy, and mango glow to the Wednesday. Whoa, some of them can climb a tree, they can't even handle a collie. Some man without things suck it like ice. They will say a pussy tastes so nice. When you put mango in carbon, it tastes so sweet when you want to take your eyes. You say let's do it how you want. Pussy collie in the front. Mango cocoa beef so sweet, oh darling, an exotic food to eat. Lay back, my tite, you can beat it to cover. Lay me, needles, mango cocoa beef. You can suck it so nice. You taste you want it twice. You are my only heart desire, darling, but you set my soul on fire. Oh, come baby, come baby, come baby, come. Suck baby, suck till you succeed. Yo, woo! Meow, meow, and a bow, wow, wow. And there we go. Oh, baby. Suck it to me, baby. Thank you.
Daryl, is this one really talking about mango beef?
The man is talking about mango cocoa beef.
Is that song talking about mango cocoa beef?
Well,
Come baby.
well,
Baby,
when you
my
pick
heart
the
desire.
mango, if it's not ripe, if it's not matite, you put it under the bed to ripe. That's what the man is talking about, mango cocoa beef.
My heart desire.
Well, if it's the what?
Come baby.
No, but if your heart desires mango, and you like mango cocoa beef, there's so many different varieties of mango.
And
Some people
mango
like
beef is
grafted mango.
would you say meow 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 cocoa beef?
Bow wow, meow meow meow, and a bow wow wow. That's just the man's refrain. People say why yai. People say gimme. People
So
say
you mean
different
mango
things.
beef? The mango beef is so sweet that you say meow meow meow.
Well, if that's what he thinks, but the man is singing about mango cocoa beef. That is what I know.
Some
the
years
song is
ago, he
about.
gave us something about the cock.
Coq aime poulet. Well,
Cock aime poulet.
ça c'est vrai. Hein? Okay.
And tonight he's giving us about Mango Beef, and Mango Long.
Mango Cocoa Beef. Yes.
Well, we have the next Calypsonian, Genius.
Genius.
Singing
Jude Dawson. No Pape.
No Pape. Let's go on stage.
Gonna enjoy Calypso tonight. Hey, daddy. Rumbambadi. Why yo? Listen this. A farmer came up to me and said he fed up with the politics in the air. In Calypso, he wants Genius to one. All them renegade politicians. Hey, who want to see bloodshed in the ghetto between blue and red? Tell them silence is not weakness. Why the violence? Dominica is a land of peace. So let them know to Pape, to Pape, to Pape. Why yo? To Pape, to Pape, to Pape. Why yo? We love our land. We put her in the best hands. Fellas making their charade, tell them we don't afraid. Let them preach their head. Pape, we ain't taking no bait. Pape, our leader is no fool. He was never expelled from school. This is a democracy, Dominican, stay cool. Majority rule. Let me go. Rumbambumbe. Dibidibidade. Why yo? Rumbambumbe. Lambadambade. Why yo? Dibidibidade. Rumbambade. On my little rock, the Isle of Beauty. Civil unrest ain't good for we. Party agents guarding polling stations. Still, they lament about stolen elections. Hey, 18 to 3, the last score. Yet fellas out there playing major. So long crying bull, making allegations. Signature is proof. Who involved in passport scam? Go tell them so. To Pape, to Pape, to Pape. Why yo? To Pape, to Pape, to Pape. Why yo? We love our land. We place her in the best hands. Fellas making their charade. Tell them we don't afraid. Abuse we endure. To Pape, let them brandish their sword. To Pape, our leader is no fool. He was never expelled from school. This is a democracy. Tell workers, stay cool. Majority rules. Yo! Rumbambade. Rumbambade. Why yo? Rumbadumbade. Dibidibidade. Why yo? Governments come, governments go. By the ballot box, not by overthrow. The minority must have their say, but the majority will have their way. Oh, he who governs his people is he who shares in their struggle. We must obey when heroes speak. No fighting, he say, so we turn the other cheek. It's time they know, no papa, no papa, no papa. Why yo? No papa, no papa, no papa. Why yo? We love our land. We place her in the best hand. Fellas making their charade. Tell them we don't afraid. Oh, it next election. No babe. We take it 21. No babe. Our leader is no fool. He was never expelled from school. This is our democracy. Labor rights. Stay cool. Majority rules. What? Baby, them bambade. Kabadabada. Why yo? Rumbadambade. Rumbambade. Why yo? Nubabe. Nubabe. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show. I look forward to the semifinals on Saturday.
Genius is in the semifinals on Saturday. A big one there. Nu Pape, another one penned by the man Pelham John Baptist. And the Genius has been around for some time now. He made it to the finals a couple of years ago, singing something about Dubai delegation. And he's singing this year, Nu Pape. We're not afraid.
And it says, you know, of the growth of the man Genius. We have seen him grown. As you said, some years ago, he sang this one, Dubai Delegation. And this one, to me, is almost as equal, as good as that of Dubai Delegation, because Dubai Delegation brought him to the finals. And so tonight, he will be, well, on Saturday night, he will be preparing himself, you know, to deliver this one and to get himself a space in the finals, the night of the semi-finals.
Indeed, indeed. A two-time Calypso monarch is coming on the stage now. The Observer, the president of the Dominica Calypso Association, singing something called No Time for Country. I've not heard this one in its entirety, so tonight I want to listen to it. So let's go on stage for Observer.
One more time. Give it up. Urumbambe, turumbambe, paparambamba, paparapapara. We live a life of vanity and compromise of integrity. We hustle daily to gain wealth and worry not about health. All leaders have absolute power with the sole right to rule forever. So the whole country going sick while we minding our own business. Hey, hey, we building $1 million houses and driving expensive SUVs. Our goal is to reach the top and we try no matter what. So moral values going down the drain, and our children we don't train. So our policies, I, myself and me, and have no time for the country. Come with it. One more time. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Churches seem not to care about Christ. Money and wealth is the only price. The country is being torn apart by greed, hate, and by heart. Crime and violence on the increase. Job opportunities on the decrease. So the whole country going sick while we minding our own business. Hey, hey, we building $1 million houses, driving expensive SUVs. Our goal is to reach the top, and we try no matter what. So we wine and dine with those who doing wrong, and our spiritual values going down. So our policies, I, myself, and me, and have no time to pray for country. Come with it. Aha. One more time. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Character embodies heritage and brightens life as we grow in age. But dignity we sacrifice and compromise through for lies. We steal and cheat just to stay on top, and corruption practices we won't stop. So the whole country going sick while we're minding our own business. Hey, hey, we're building $1 million houses and driving expensive SUVs. Our goal is to reach the top, and we try no matter what. So more we have is more we accumulate, and no bother how much it hurt the state. Cause our policies, I, myself, and me, and have no time for the country. Come with it. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Come again. Aha. Yes, the maestro. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Swinging Stars Band.
The Observer, No Time for Country, a two-time Calypso monarch. I think he may have been the first Stardom monarch of the 10th.
No, Hixie was the first.
Hixie was the first.
Stardom.
Yes, Hixie.
Yes.
Okay, good. Hixie was the first when he sang Crazy, Crazy.
Crazy, crazy,
Yes.
It's
Yes.
crazy, crazy.
Yes, and jumping in that pool there at the Cicero Hotel. But the Observer has been Calypso Monarch of Dominica on two occasions, 2002 and 2003. The Observer, he has brought you big hits like Ipani of Fete, Ipani of Spirit of the Carnival. It was called. He has sang Kiss Me Ras, Mandela, and he has been to the finals on a number of occasions.
More times into the finals than out of the finals.
Yes, and I used to think long ago that he and Checker were brothers. I'm not too sure why, but I used to think that long ago.
The same build?
Maybe.
Gentlemen of Calypso?
Well, I also thought Hunter and Scrunter used to be brothers as well.
Liming partners?
Yes, well, so. But the big one is coming on Sour. And Sour is no longer any clone of Calypso. Sour is the man to beat in Calypso these days.
Hey! One more time! One more time! It's our season! It's our time! What? It's our season! It's our time! I hear people talking, Calypsonian trembling. Hurricane sour coming again. Who say he's a fluke? I rebuke them in Yahshua's name. A fisherman I am, shouting my your blame. When I blow my conch shell, that means I catch my friend. Yes, it's me that have people dancing. That is me that have people whining. That fisherman that have tourists coming in for carnival day. You cannot say, what? Every guy so season I taking two steps higher and higher. Things people never saw in me. It's right before their eyes. It's now a reality to see the challenge in me. Praises I give to the Almighty. Yahshua Jehovah, He never give up on me. He sent me an angel to bring out the challenge in me. Whoa, you sent me an angel. So what is written? Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. It's our season, it's our time. Wait. It's our season, it's our time. When you're trying to be positive, someone put in negative. Let them have sour again and again. Who say is a do well? Yes. Tell them the musically innocent. Man, it was not easy beating them kings, I say. I was determined. History was on its way. I understood it was a computer blunder. They gave my crown to another brother. The judges deserve some fire. But there's water under the bridge. Once you believe, you will receive. Whoa! Every guy is so seasoned. I'm taking two steps higher and higher. Things people never saw in me. It's right before their eyes. It's now a reality to see the challenge in me. Praises I give to the Almighty. Yahshua Jehovah, He never give up on me. You send me an angel to bring out the talent in me. So what is written, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. It's our sizzle, it's our heart. Wait. It's our sizzle, it's our heart. When you're trying to be creative and someone to just let us in, let them who shine this, who say he's a doer. I put in his holy name. I am what I am. What I am, I say. I never can lose its spot. Man, that's what you say. I have a duty to entertain, to lift people from the living. Yes, I will be doing what they expected. A carnival day, from Jubilee to Ash Wednesday. What? Every guy is so seasoned. I take him to step higher, higher and higher. Things people never saw in me, it's right before their eyes. It's now a reality to see the challenge in me. Praises I give to the Almighty. Yahweh Jehovah, He never give up on me. He sent me an angel to bring out the talent in me. Whoa, He sent me an angel. So what is written, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. It's our season, it's our time. Wait. It's our season, it's our time.
Well, Daryl, I have two dark horses in this competition. And Sour is one of the dark horses that I am
Why
seeing.
would he be a dark horse? I think Sour is right up there. He's not a dark horse. A dark horse is somebody you're not looking at.
Well, I'm saying that I'm sure there are many people who are not looking at him, and that's why I'm saying that he's a dark horse for me. I'm knowing that some persons may not be looking at Sour. They have been listening to a number of other up-tempo and there are other names that people do support.
People are calling, yes, but Sour, if he's able to perform this like he did on Saturday, I think he'll walk into the finals.
And not only that, Sour is just showing gratitude in this one,
Yes.
Showing from where Sour came from, Cool Pipe and
Cool Pipe. Sour and
Yo, a number of road matches that he have had.
He has sang a lot of road match krung songs.
Yes.
But tonight, Sour is a big time calypso.
One time people put him and rate him to just like that of the man Mighty DBS. And today he has found himself in the finals.
He was a calypso clown, but Sour for the last 3 years has been way up there.
The next Calypsonian is Mystery, and we know quite a number of people are now asking for her song.
Coco for sale.
I understood that even people in the United States are trying to get her. Now she's putting a song copyright so that she can get across to the United States. You have Calypsonians, there are people in Trinidad, and Guyana is asking for her. Let's go on stage.
Cocoa sticks. Cocoa sticks. Mystery.
Things getting harder. Things getting harder. I have to try something to earn a living. I must dress sexy for my customers to see. When they see the product, they will support me. I try selling fig, that not selling. Dashing and Christophine, that not selling. something's happening. People talking, something happening. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? If you want wet cocoa, I selling it. If you want dry cocoa, you can get it. Any kind of cocoa, I selling it. Hot or cold cocoa, you can get it. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa sticks. Cocoa sticks. Mystery. Things really bad. Things really bad. Who in the kitchen that feeling the heat? I might be smiling, but I know what I feeling. I have to try something to earn a living. I try selling paper, but paper burning. Eggs and Accra, that not selling. But when I advertise my cocoa sticks, everybody buying. My cocoa selling. Money I making. My cocoa selling. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? If you want wet cocoa, I selling it. If you want dry cocoa, you can get it. Any kind of cocoa, I selling it. Hot or cold cocoa, you can get it. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa sticks. Cocoa sticks. Mystery. Things picking up. Things picking up. My cocoa production, I must export solutions like cocoa, tea and dumpling. My friends in Brooklyn, I keep with sardine. I went to Wellman for assistance, but so much red tape, I losing patience. But when I show them my cocoa stick size, people buying, my cocoa selling, my sales rising. My cocoa selling, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? If you want wet cocoa, I selling it. If you want dry cocoa, you can get it. Any kind of cocoa, I selling it. Hot or cold cocoa, you can get it. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Cocoa sticks. Cocoa sticks. Mystery. Look at here. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. Who buying it? Who buying it? Who buying it? Come and get it. Cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale, cocoa for sale. If you want it hot, 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 you can get it hot, hot, hot. If you want it gingerly, I can give it gradually. If you want it cold, 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 you can get it cold, cold, cold. Who buying it? 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 Who buying it?
Diana Charles from Cassie Bruce, band leader of the group, former band leader of the group Creole Machine. She's now solo, singing tonight Cocoa for Sale, Darren.
Cocoa for Sale, a big one, Cecil. This song, it makes waves across the country. Men and women like it.
Not just the country, Daryl. Not just the country. I have information that some people from Guyana and Trinidad are already in the United States are asking for her.
Well,
but what they have decided to do, what they have decided to do, is to ensure that she has copyrights.
Well,
and she's going places.
Yes. Well, that is a very, very interesting song there. Cocoa for Sale.
Well, I would like wet cocoa. I would like wet cocoa.
That is a matter for you.
Would you like dry then, Darren?
No, but that is a matter. She has different varieties. So if whatever you want, she's able to supply it.
So which one do you want? You want cocoa for sale or you want cocoa sticks for sale?
Why? What would I need with cocoa sticks?
I don't know. I'm asking. I just want to know because I love my cocoa tea.
Yes.
When we grew up, our mom gave us quite a lot of cocoa tea.
Yes. Well.
So the next one is Ridge. Interesting one.
C. Pooh C.
Yes.
Coleridge Bell.
Pooh S-E-E.
Yes.
Let's go on.
P-O-O-H.
Let's go on stage.
What will pussy? Wait. Shabba. Wait. Wow. Who is a young blind man in Whitey Kubuli? Who is miserable? Who cannot find his way? So who wanted a remedy? He tried the doctors, he tried the OBS. Finally, when charismatic conference, suddenly pussy everything. Pussy in the choir log, pussy in the cabinet, pussy in the opposition, pussy in the disappointment. Now who pass OD, he see the worries, he see no money. Who see too much, he losing his mind. Oh Lord, who see it's a fantasy. Wait, boom, 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 boom. Wait. I like it. Wait. Ba 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 ba. Wait. Ba 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 ba. Who is ready to explore his legal nature isle? Who has expectation? What will pussy today? All the promises he heard about, he went to see them, he cannot find them. Who run all over the country? Pussy, nothing happening. Pussy no airport, but pussy in empty hotel. Pussy in our passport, but pussy in money go well. Now who have to get glasses for all the lies? He strain his eyes. Who run by a telescope? Cause who still looking for hope? Wait. What will pussy? Ba 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 ba. Wait. It's the same people with much to say. It's the same people saying pussy. It's the same set say I talking shit. Wow. It's the same set in the toilet. Now who sister? She wanted my loving, but I wasn't giving, and she was not having. She started rumors, people pointing fingers.
but luckily, pussy everything. Pussy you come right from water. Pussy have me in a tie-up. Pussy you try take my money. Pussy in you send me stocking. Now boom, as for the ba 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 ba. And for all the trouble and embarrassment, karma will make pussy judgment. What? What will pussy? What? Wait, 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 wait. Ready for me? Guitar time. Melody. Dee-dee-ding dong ding, dee-dee-ding dong ding, dee-dee-dong dong dong ding. Wait. Dee-dee-ding dong dong, dee-dee-ding dong dong, dee-dee-dong dong dong ding. Wait, I tell you, all of them they talking, all of them they grudging. Jaja is my master. Move away, Satan. Who come and tell me all what he see? So I come and sing a calypso for you. Dee-dee-ding dong dong, dee-dee-ding.
Well, Daryl Tit, Eden Bowers in Canada is proud of his grandson. And I can imagine, when I spoke to his uncle, Edwards, told me how this idea came about. Pooh has changed the landscape of Calypso. I'm giving him 5 more years.
Well, I think this is a very creative song. Very, very creative. And I like the little, I don't even know what to call it at the end there. That little bridge at the end there. I like the creativity in that. And I think if he continues, this young man will go far.
Yes, and as I said, he's going to change the landscape of Calypso in Dominica, because you can see the entertainment in him, And I just want to say to many of the old heads of Calypso, the experienced Calypsonians, watch out, because these new Calypsonians, they are really, truly coming for you all.
And I notice he's a little more confident on the stage. He's no stranger to the stage. He's a bouillon artist, and he has all these creative ideas.
Not just a bouillon artist, a big bouillon artist.
Yeah, all these little creative ideas. So tonight I really thought he performed very well, and I can't wait to see what he does on stage on Saturday at the semi-finals.
The next one is Lord Caressa from Marigot.
Yes.
Singing
Fallout.
Thief Fallout. And we know Caressa always with his charisma. And not just charisma. Let's go stage show for the Caressa.
Have a saw, a cutting saw, my workers were using before. But recently, it clear to see, it can even cut a buffalo for me. The saw was like a gladiator, for sure, sharper than razor. Now me walk incomplete, can make a table seat. Only to find the saw full of rotten teeth. Who the saw laws are fronty and the bench are weak. Yes, the bench are weak. Oh God, the saw laws are fronty and the bench are weak. Weak. One by one, keep falling out. One by one, keep falling out. One by one. But the bench are weak. And when we never pass, it's to hear them laugh. The saw can't cut a blade of grass. Oh, me lad. Hey! How you feeling tonight? We online? Oh, God. To have a tool we can perform can make you feel a little down. So I get some oil and I start to pile. to try to make it work for a while. Some teeth were crooked already, some blunt and couldn't take the therapy. How one a good friend said, he see the old so dead, so he take a chance with a razor blade instead. Oh, the saw lost her front teeth and the denture weak. Yes, the denture weak. Oh God, the saw lost her front teeth and the denture weak. Weak. One by one, he falling out. One by one, he falling out. One by one. Oh, the denture weak. And when me neighbor pass, it's to hear them laugh. This song can't got a blade of grass. Oh, me lad. Hey, bye, die. Up. How you feeling? Bye. All right, wheel man. We can say wheel tonight. Huh? Can we say wheel tonight? Yeah, man, we can say a wheel tonight. I'm full of stress, loaded with debt, and me workers planning to protest. There is no doubt they're thinking about how to get the other front teeth out. Need Deba in me workshop. Man angry and cannot keep their mouth shut. Sir Francis couldn't take more. The man abused the saw. Little do you know, another teeth Lego. Man, the saw lost a front teeth. Everybody, and the denture weak. Yes, the denture weak. My friends, the saw lost a front teeth, and the denture weak. One by one, teeth falling out. One by one. Let me hear you. Teeth falling out. One by one. Oh, the denture weak. And when the neighbor pass, it's to hear them laugh. This saw can't cut a blade of grass. Let us give them the last verse with the tempo. Yeah. Cecil! Oh, my DBS is in the house. Irene, everybody in the house. One more time. You know what? I think I will give you all. Yeah. I try to find a sorted man who help ease up me frustration. So I check Dublin to try a thing, but it's only African he talking. And so I in me misery, me saw they're working properly. Customers don't complain, say they're waiting in vain, and it doesn't seem this saw will work again. I saw lost a front teeth and the denture weak. Yes, the denture weak. Oh God, this saw lost a front teeth and the denture weak. One by one, keep falling out. One by one, keep falling out. One by one. Oh, the denture weak. And when me neighbor pass, it's to hear them laugh. This song, I got to play the grass. Oh, me lad. Thank you very much, Stardom. I love you. I love Stardom.
The saw cannot cut a blade of grass. That is serious, you know that really.
The teeth fall out. The teeth fall out.
Yes.
The saw. The teeth fall out. The saw lost its front teeth. And what is worse is it has dentures and it's weak.
And what is even worse, is that it's so weak that it cannot even cut a blade of grass.
Not even a bois flow.
You know, Caressa always comes in with this witty calypsos, and this one's political, very political, but very witty.
Yes, and I think also for the Caressa, this is the best I've heard him in the last 3 years. This is definitely the best I've heard him in the last 3 years. So I'm waiting to see. He's always big on presentation. So I'm waiting to see what he comes up with when he actually goes into competition.
We'll see or so. I just want to say good night to Regina Walsh, the president of the Netball Association in Dominica, preparing for this big tournament in Dominica. And also a young lady called Kiki, who's tuned to DBS Radio at this time, and all the other folks that are tuned to DBS Radio. Good night.
Indeed. And the Superior Picky's grandson, as Major Jeffers is announcing, and the Mighty D, the Superior Picky's grandson. And we have some interesting family connections in Calypso this year. We have seen before husband and wife. We have seen father, son, and daughter, and
brother.
uncle, and brother.
Yes.
Tonight we're seeing the grandson of a veteran, Mighty D.
Boy, mama. Day. Soup. Listen. At home, listening to the radio. A young man calling in on a talk show. Just a first-time caller in radio land. In his voice, I could hear his frustration. His plight was like many a young man who don't want handout but opportunity to work hard to get a just reward to provide for self and family. He's so fed up with all this politicking. The situation right now is getting real. And if we do something to help the youth, it's gonna be dread for all our we. We ballin', please do something for we. Give us a chance to show what we can be. We ballin', bleeding knees on the floor. Soon crime and violence will be knocking at your door. And I know your conscience must be hurting for all your neglect and mistakes, but you really don't know how much more we can take. Akime! Daddy do I? Whoa, mama! Say that day. Soup. On the road, overheard a conversation between two very good-looking young women. Was appalled at the things they were going, just to make sure they have shelter, clothes, and food. One explained, the other seems to agree. She said, nothing upon this earth is free. With 2 kids and no job is not easy. My only asset is right in front of me. And you know that's not how I was brought up, but things got rough for my whole family. If that's how it is for we young ladies, things really dread in this country. We ballin', please do something for we. Set the environment to be what we can be. We ballin', bleeding knees on the floor. Look, we morals and standards is walking out the door. And I know your conscience must be hurting for all your neglect and take, but we really don't know how much more we can take. Give me. Daddy do why. Oh, mama. Day. Soup. Listen, on my phone blowing up social media, a DJ, businessman, very popular, advocating for the music industry. How the pandemic halts we economy. Them cry, different voices all in one week. Had we thinking, where did we go wrong? Since agriculture comes second to tourism, we have nothing solid to fall back on. Every day, a new barrel roaming Rosso makes we wonder what curse we fall in we. If we ain't get on track immediately, things will dread in this economy. We ballin'. Please do something for me. Give us a chance to show what we can be. We ballin'. Bleeding is on the floor. All we need is a chance. We know we can do much more. And I know your conscience must be hurting for all your neglect and mistakes, but we really don't know how much more we can take. Give me. Daddy know I. What? Oh, mama. Thank you, Stardom.
We ballin'.
The Mighty D. I think he's might be the youngest person in the Calypso competition.
I think he should be.
Yes.
Yes.
The Mighty D there, a student of the Dominica State College, the grandson of the Superior Picky.
If it's one thing, Daryl, I'm scared for the judges on Saturday night. Just listening to 20 Calypsonians here tonight, it tells me that it's going to be a rough night for the judges.
Well, let's see what goes on. And here comes someone who's not on the list.
Figures.
The trendsetter. Figures.
Bim bam 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 bam, bim bam bam. Hey! I am a born Dominican, a school Dominican. I love co-ed schools, accounts and mathematics. From young I had a love for figures, a love for numbers. The bigger the figure, more excitement it was for me. Anyway, love the figures big, 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 big. I want value for my money. So like them small, 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 small. No challenge at all. Love the figures big, 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 big. The bigger the better, more time to calculate. Don't like them small, 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 small. It takes no effort working them out at all. But big, big figure is a man's desire. Once you can handle it, then tackle it. Here we go now. Bim bam 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 bam, bim bam bam. Hey! I am a born Dominican, unemployed Dominican, senior loans officer at the NBA.
My job entails working hard on figures, getting specific numbers. My clients smile when our figures show compatibility. Anyway, love the figures big, 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 big. I want value for my money. Don't like them small, 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 small. No challenge at all. Love the figures big, 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 big. The bigger the better, set by the manager. Don't like them small, 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 small. It takes no effort working them out at all. But big, big, bigger. An accountant desire. Once we can handle it, then we will move on it. Bloody brass now. Bim bam 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 bam, bim bam bam. Wait. Serious thing. I am a born Dominican, son of a chief statistician. I'm the treasurer of the Calypso Association. Late in the nights I'm working the figures to my total satisfaction. So observer and others can ask me no financial question. Anyway, love the figures big, 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 big. I want value for my money. Don't like them small, 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 small. No challenge at all. Love the figures big, 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 big. The bigger the better, said President Observer. Don't like them small, 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 small. It takes no effort working them out at all. But big, big, bigger. The association desire. Once we can handle it, then we will tackle it. Bloody brass. Bim bam 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 bam, bim bam bam. Well, you know why? Love the figures big, 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 big. I want value for my money. Don't like them small, 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 small. No challenge at all. Love the figures big, 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 big. The bigger the better, more time to calculate. Huh? Don't like them small, 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 small. It takes no effort working them out at all. But big, big, bigger. My personal desire. Once I can handle it, then I will jump on it. Bloody brass now. Bim bam 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 bam, bim bam bam. Hey! Yes, time!
Figures.
The trendsetter there, Figures, talking about he likes big figures, Cecil.
Not just like in big figures, he's a mathematician.
Yes.
He loves maths. His father is a
He's the son of a chief statistician. He is
He's
the
the accountant of the Calypso Association.
and he works at the National Bank.
He works at the National Bank. So
he tells you why he likes figures. Everything in his life surrounds figures.
So I don't want anyone to take it differently from what is expected of what the song is saying. He's speaking about figures. And he says that because he works at the bank, he sees big dollars, he sees big figures. As an accountant, he will see big figures. His father himself, as a boy, he saw his father working with big figures. So very well put together, well masked, if you can see that.
Well masked, yes, well masked. I think it's a well masked song there. The figures, and I like it is not that serious a song, but it gives a nice story. You know, it's not one of those thought-provoking, profound lyric songs in terms of, you know, lyrics that make you wonder what you're doing with your life. But this one definitely is one that a lot of people can relate to.
Well, he says that he doesn't like small figures, and he was able to stress on small. And I'm happy that Trendsetter, who every year who comes out with something to make you want to dance. You know, this year again came out with a big one.
Yes, and of course, we're coming down to the final performer here this evening, the reigning Calypso Monarch.
Do you call him the reigning?
Yes, he's the reigning Calypso Monarch. He's not the virtual Calypso Monarch.
Okay, the virtual Monarch is Daryl Bob.
Yes.
The virtual Calypso is one wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make the differentiation.
He is the last person to win a Calypso crown in front of a crowd in Dominica.
So do you believe that we will ever go back to a two Calypso run?
Well, the Calypso Association needs to do something next year, and I think they should not wait until 2 weeks before the competition before they decide whether or not they're going virtual or not. I think they should need to put things in place for both possibilities.
And we're now doing like Trinidad. Many years ago, Trinidad started with one song. Let's go on stage for the JD singing What Dear Calypso.
Make a web, turn around, misbehave. Yeah, man. Are you alright? They see me and they asking, JD, what you coming with? Who keep the people rocking? Though we can play mass in the street. Funny they should ask. This year I switch it up. Tell Peter and the boys, keep the tempo up. I join in the lab way, the rum and the party. 2 shots of whiskey, man like shadow flow with me. Cause when I sang get up, they still don't put them out. I said don't complain, yet still they complaining at dawn. They don't care what is wrong, they don't care what is right. They don't care if their leaders sell them for rice. All they know, they just want their calypso. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, man. Hey. Are you ready? Make a jump, make a wave, turn around, misbehave. Yeah. Fire. Boy, every year I'm singing, one thing's I see going on. Still nothing is changing, more they wrong is more they strong. I don't have the tolerance of Dicey or Checo, Soulfus, Bob and others who do it every year. I join in the lab way, the life of the party. 2 shots of BB, man like sour with me. Hey, hey, hey. Cause when I sang get up, they still don't put them out. I said don't complain, yet still they complaining at dawn. Have no care for their neighbors, even for themselves. Even as the country becomes a living hell, all they know, they just want their calypso. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Even. Hey. Are you ready? Take a jump, make a wave, turn around, misbehave. Wasting my talents, my powers of expression. Trying to save our people who acting like nothing wrong. Boy, out of love for the art form, duty to the fans. Though my heart is heavy, I'll give them what they want. I join in the lab where nobody don't crush me. Sipping kubuli, jamming it with Lady P. Cause when I sang get up, they still don't put them out. I said don't complain, but still they complaining at all. Some don't care who does suffer, never listen to the cries. Long as their bread butter is who die, so they so. They just want their calypso. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, man. Take a jump, take a wave, turn around, misbehave. Yeah, man. Play me low, stars. Play me low. Play me low. Yeah. Last Saturday we had a little mishap between me and the band, but that's no fault of either of us, right? I want to show you how deadly swinging stars be. I want to show you how deadly they be. Guitar man, hold on. Guitar man, give me a little nice thing. Yeah, man. Oh, you hearing that? Yeah, man. Drummy, give me something nice. Yes, I. Bessie, let me see what you can do. Okay. On the count of 4, we're going to jump, right? All you ready? All you ready? All you ready? Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2. Take a jump, take a whip, turn around, misbehave. Again, take a jump, take a whip, turn around. One more time. Take a jump, take a whip, turn around. Again, take a jump, take a whip, turn around. Misbehave. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Wow, JD, man from La Pointe, singing one dear Calypso. I like the entertainment at the end of this one.
Well, it was a very, very good performance there to wrap up the show here this evening. Very, very interesting Calypso. Very interesting Calypso there of the JD. The reigning Calypso monarch in Dublin.
Somewhat social, somewhat political commentary to a certain extent.
Some of it, he's saying they don't care about anything. They just want Calypso.
Yes.
That's their time. They want Calypso. And he enjoyed himself this evening, and the Calypsonians who were here partook because he has a little bridge. Take a jump, take a wave, turn around, misbehave. Before every verse, he does that, you know. And he came on stage this evening and really was into the performance here this evening.
And we need to compliment the band Swinging Stars, knowing that they are preparing for the semi-finals on Saturday night. Some 20 Calypsonians here sang tonight, and it was really amazing to see how they were able to run the show. It looks as if virtual really helps in really getting the shows to be concluded in quick time.
Well, quick time it was. There was no, you see, a lot of the show has to do with crowd interaction. The MC wants to speak to the crowd, the audience, and do certain things. That was not the case this evening. We ran through the show this evening, and we were able to see 22 Calypsonians on stage tonight, even one that was not on the list, and that is in the person of the trendsetter. So we look forward to a big show on Saturday, the semi-finals, the virtual semi-finals of the 2022 Calypso competition, and we look forward to Saturday evening when the show kicks off from the former Evergreen Hotel, and of course DBS will be on top of the action to bring it to you.
Well, Daryl, as we know, there are going to be some 14 Calypsonians on Saturday night, and will be chosen to meet Daryl Bob, the monarch of the first virtual competition. And as I said earlier on, the judges are going to have a tough time. They might be hoping that a few Calypsonians would do an error, because it's not going to be an easy night from what we saw. And we saw last week the mass camp Calypsonians themselves preparing to get into the groove, because on Friday night, the mass camp themselves will be preparing for the next night, the Saturday night.
Well, the season is taking shape, Cecil. There was concerns as to whether or not the season was going to be any big impact with the COVID-19 pandemic. Every time you think or you hope that it's going away, it comes back again. So now people are into the season, people are into the Calypso. Let's look forward to Saturday night at the semi-finals, and then after that, The 14 will go through to join the virtual Calypso Monarch. 15 in the Calypso finals.
And it looks like, Daryl, that in terms of the virtual competition, we are going to see that for a very long time.
I don't think so.
Even if things are to get better, I can see. Well, when I say virtual, I mean the actual action.
The action might be virtual, but I don't think we're going to have virtual competition next year. I think JD will have to defend his crown next year, and the Calypso Association will have to start putting things in place. It comes every year. Start putting things in place for the possibilities of staging the actual show with crowd at the stadium, wherever it is, or you have to go back virtual. There needs to be some improvements made into the virtual broadcast of the Calypso events.
But you see, Daryl, what I realized in the one song, last year we saw some great songs. What I realized in the one song, a lot of energy, a lot of focus, good writing has been done for one Calypso. And so this year, last year, we saw a lot of good Calypsos coming to the fore.
Yes, well, we'll see what goes on this year. I think people are a little more relaxed this year, and you have more entertaining, palatable, funnier songs as well. So let's look forward to Saturday, Cecil. And after Saturday, it will be heading to the finals to wrap up the season. And I think we can say more the next time we come back to the Stardom Calypso 10.
And your guess is as good as ours, Daryl, and I'm sure that a number of people are already starting to go on to determine who's going to be the Calypso monarch.
Well, you can guess all you want.
But it's the judges.
The judges will decide. My interest is that Sour performs well.
Yes.
Yes, my interest.
And
as
I said,
I hope everybody performs well, but I'm rooting for Sour to perform well on Saturday.
Well, I have said that for me there are two dark horses. Sour is one, and I will not say the other one until the person gets on stage.
Well, don't rule out Black Diamond.
I said, well, don't rule out Black Diamond. He most times you will hear him, not most times, all of the times he sings vintage Calypso. And it really brings back good memory just to listen to the man Black Diamond. So yes, you're correct. Let's not rule out Black Diamond.
Let's see how it goes, Cecil. Let's see how it goes.
Well, we are live from the Alliance Forces as we come to the close, Daryl. We thought that we were going to last after 12. It's already 10 minutes to 12, 12 minutes before midnight.
Yes.
And I must say the Master of Ceremony did a fantastic job.
She kept the show going. There was flow, there was energy. And we are leaving here at a reasonable hour.
And to all the sponsors, all the viewers, and all the listeners of DBS Radio, we want to say thank you very much for staying with us as we continue to give you live broadcasts of Calypsos wherever they are. And we will be on Friday night bringing to you Mascam, and on Saturday night we'll be bringing you the semi-finals. From me and Daryl, the technicians on duty, just want to say good night and have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow when you get up, and let's say thanks to God.
Pli men network télécommunication à Dominique, Digicel classé en paquet nouveau offert. Digicel Prime Bundles. Pli men passé n'importe bité nous pas jamais bason monsieur à Dominique avec pli d'état. Nous pas jamais bason d'état comme ça. Pli musique sur D-Music. Pli Power Live sur Sports Max. Pli film pour garder sur Plego avec Digicel Prime Bundles. C'est plié